Hey, and welcome to the Full 42. You'll notice I'm missing something, which is co-hosts. So they are apparently very busy traveling. I think one is leaving the Gathering of Friends convention, while the other one is doing that and also going to Gamma. So they might pop in. Who knows? Especially Mike might be able to. I don't think Katia will be able to. But in the meantime, I thought I would just talk, say hi to people, talk a little bit. And if anybody has questions, then I'll answer some questions. But, who has any questions that I can really give any light to? So, in case you're this is the first episode you walk into, I'm normally not alone. But since I am, I might as well tell you a little something about myself. I realize now that we don't really talk that much about who we are in the industry, board games and geek culture and things like that. And maybe we should. Normally we focus on guests and everything like this. So I'm a developer for Cardboard Alchemy. They're responsible for most recently Andromeda's Edge, also Flamecraft. Most people read that one. Mission Catastrophe. I have them back here. There's Mission Catastrophe right there. Flamecraft's over there, so it's out of the shot. So I work as the developer for them. I used to work for Breaking Games and also Gray Fox Games, graphic design for 20 years, that kind of thing. Did my first Kickstarter in 2012. I think it was 12. Might have been 11. I think it was 12. It failed. My second one, coming back again, that one passed. So then we did another one, and I say we, my design partner and life partner, Aaron. We came out with a second one, which is Asking for Troubles, that big orange box right there. In 2015, that one failed. But the second time we came back, it did well. So, then that one got picked up by Breaking Games as a reprint, and we've made expansions for it as well. We have a few other games that have been signed. So designers, developers, graphic design, pretty much embedded all over the game industry right now. As much as I can, try to wedge myself in anywhere I can, right? So we don't have that many watchers right now. No questions popping up. One of the questions you can ask is where Mike is right now. Mike, I believe, has just landed in Gamma. I can't believe that he has. So we'd just come back from the Gathering of Friends. If you don't know what that is, it's a convention. Oh, hi, Alan. Say hi to Alan. It's a convention, kind of a small invite-only kind of convention, but it's 9 days long. 9 or 10 days. I think it's 10 days long. I went for 6 of them. It's my first time. I was invited by Mike, actually. Where was the gathering? The gathering's in Niagara Falls, actually. It's the first time I ever went to Niagara Falls, or New York, actually. And I went down and looked at the falls. I wish I'd prepared those pictures. I could have shown some pictures, but you've seen pictures of Niagara Falls, so it was really nice. I really enjoyed myself. I kind of want to not talk too much about it for 2 reasons. One, the others aren't here, and we could really kind of give more of a perspective that way. But also, too, it's a very small con. We're talking about, I think, 450 people kind of thing, and a lot of people can't come or aren't able to, and I don't want to give that. I don't want to go on and on about something that someone didn't get to experience. I've been on the other side of that. So, but just to say, it was an amazing time. Can't wait for next year to do it again. But we just did 10 days of that. Well, I did 6 days of that. Mike did all 10 days as far as I know. And then he's going to Gamma right now, like immediately. I don't think he even went home. So everybody keep Mike in your thoughts as he tries to keep his sanity about himself. And I believe Katya's traveling right now. So That's a good question. What's the point of it? Just playing the games there. So the point of the gathering, it's named very well actually, gathering of friends. So it's basically industry folk um, who have made friends with each other through different ways. I always thought there I'd get there as a designer, maybe a publisher when I tried to do that earlier in life, but I didn't think I'd get there through a YouTube show. This was just for fun, but yeah. So it's a bunch of industry people come together. It's almost more like a party than a game convention. If you've been to like Dice Tower West or East or board game Geek convention, stuff like that, that's a board game convention that people go to, and they sit down, they say what games we're going to play, you play as many games as you can and have fun with everybody around you. This is, you meet everybody you can, talk to everybody you can, spend time with everybody that you can, and play some games while you do it. Like it sounds like the same thing, but it's a little bit different. It just feels different. Like if I were to have a whole day at the gathering without playing a game, I'd be fine, because I'm still hanging out with everybody. It's a great place. Oh, Corey was there with me. We played some games together. One of my favorite games of the con that I played with was their prototype. I don't know how much I could talk about it. You can tell me in the chat if so, what its name is and stuff. But yeah, I played a really great game by them. I keep thinking about it, going back to it. So I played a few prototypes actually. That's one of the things that happens as you sit down and you say, what do you want to play? And a few people just pull out prototypes to play, which is great. And I haven't played one of them. Yep, there you go. Called Chandler's. I think it's called Chandler's. I always think of the Friends thing with it. It's about making candles. Now I'm worried because I'm basically telling people about a game right in front of the designer, right? One of the designers. If Donnie is on here too, then it's both. But basically, you're making candles. It's a dice worker placement game. There's a few mechanisms in there that I haven't seen before, or their twist on things. You get little pieces of wax, and you find different ways to melt them, and then you put colors into them, and you create the candles out of the wax. These are all the actions that you can do, and then you're trying to fulfill. I guess they were orders or something like that, to fill the different candles and stuff. And it was a great feel of a game. You roll 3 dice with different colored shapes and stuff, and you try to activate different things. They had some great powers with them where you could stack the dice on top of each other. You could re-roll stuff, choose the other side. I like that one a lot. Yeah, it was a great game, and I hope it finds a home. Really do. I played a few other prototypes as well, and can't say I had one bad prototype played. It's really good. And it's kind of a place where people can just freely do that. And in fact, the first time I walked in, I think it was about midnight. I walked in, I just noticed like people had their games all over the place and bags and whatever. And I asked about like, oh, just people's bags over there. And Mike was like, yeah, that's fine. You can just leave whatever you want anywhere, and then nobody will take it. And it was true. It was pretty amazing. That's true. Yeah. Corey got to play Troubles. That's true. I signed it. One of the designers. Unfortunately, Aaron wasn't there to make it legit. So you only have a half signed copy. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Really enjoyed the time spent with friends. I don't think I could stand going to another convention right after. I think Mike's insane. But you got to do what you got to do. I hope he has fun though. I've never been to Gamma, honestly. That's another inside industry convention, right? Different feel though. That one's very work oriented. Gathering of Friends was just like a party with people that work in the industry, but Gamma's supposed to be all about making connections, and there's booths and stuff like that. There's no booths or anything like that at the gathering. So, yeah, playing troubles with everybody at the convention was fun. Corey was good enough to. I think Corey brought it. Was it Donnie or Corey? I think Corey's the one that brought it. Oh yeah, because I signed it for him. So, but yeah, we had a great time, and can't praise it enough. Okay, so let's see. Do we have any other questions? If not, then I should get out of here soon. It's going to be a really quick episode, guys. Truth is we just didn't know if we were going to make it back in time. And I also apologize that we didn't have another episode. We didn't have an episode last week, but we tried to broadcast live from the gathering, and we couldn't get a connection. I was trying to use my phone. My phone thought I was in Canada. I was so close to it. I could actually see Canada. I know this sounds like a joke, but I could actually see Canada through a window in the restaurant we were at. I was like, oh, that's Canada right there. First time I ever saw it. Never been there. But my phone thought I was in Canada. It wouldn't connect. And we lost we lost the signal to the app that we use to connect to everything and everything. So it just dropped out. So next week, whenever everybody gets together, we may or may not have Katya. It kind of depends because she has a Kickstarter coming up, which you can follow if you haven't already followed. I put the description in this video. It should be the first link on there. She has a Kickstarter coming up, with her calendars and I assume mugs. She hasn't told me everything that's going to be on there, but of course it's going to be great like usual. So please go check that out. Please hit follow. All them good things. Let me see if I have any announcements that my fellow co-hosts want to say other than that. I don't think so. Just real quick, I just wanted to not have 2 weeks of us not having anything going on. So I just want to say hi. Miss having the show like normal, but we'll be back next week. At least two out of three of us. And we'll have some stupid list that doesn't mean anything in any order or whatever to Mike. And well, have fun, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Oh, one more announcement, actually. If you've watched The Mandalorian, you may or may not know, but I also have another show that comes on Wednesdays normally, but we're going to have one, I think, tomorrow to talk about the final Mandalorian. Of course, spoiler alert if you watch that show. So see the episodes of Mandalorian first, and then come watch our episodes to see how we pick it apart and talk about things. And we don't yuck on your yum. We love the show. It's amazing. Spoiler alert, we give it all 10 thumbs up and everything. So come and watch the show tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Oh, one more. Oh, yes, definitely tell me that. We're always looking for ideas. If anybody else has ideas as well, love to hear it. We have like a little spreadsheet full of them, and we're starting to thin down to the ones we're all like, really? It's only been a year, so not that we're running out of stuff to talk about. I mean, obviously, I can just sit here for, 15 minutes and talk to myself, so. Well, not myself, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun.